Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Claire and I am beyond excited for today's video. It has been literally months since I've done a video like this, and before I get started I do want to announce that there is a thunderstorm happening. It is loud. In today's video I'm going to be telling you some of my new makeup products, my current favorite makeup products. I'm going to be showing you how I use them, and I just really have a bunch of new products that I have recently gotten from Ulta and other places, and I figured I would make a video. If you don't know, like a week and a half ago I went up to Columbus, Ohio and got all of my makeup from my apartment and brought it back down, and it has felt so good to be putting on makeup every day. Well, not every day, but I have probably like 4 to 5 days a week done like a full face of makeup, and it has felt just so good. It's just like I feel like myself when I have on like glammy makeup. There are just some products that I'm obsessed with, and I had to tell you about them. Like, it would be a disservice not to. So if you catch me looking up at my camera screen, it is because it is shattered currently. I was walking my dog and she took off running, you know, like you see in the movies, or she like jerked my arm, and I had my camera in hand. It fell and cracked, so I'm actually taking it later to Best Buy where they are going to go ship it off and fix it, which I think I'm gonna have to get like a brand new one, but it'll be 2 weeks before it gets back. So that's why I was like, I have to film this video so I can get the footage before I give away my camera for 2 weeks. If you want some really good summer products or all over products, just keep watching. Okay, before I get into the makeup, the first thing that I have to talk about, like I would be doing you guys the biggest disservice if I didn't, is this beauty blender. It's the Blender Cleanser Solid. It's like a soap bar, and it's a brush cleaner, and I have never in my life had any kind of brush or sponge cleaner work like this. So what you do, you take a brush. So this brush is dirty. I used it on my makeup, and then you wet it just a little bit. Get the soap bar out, you just leave it in there, and then you go over it like this, and you'll see some orange get on the soap bar, right? You don't even have to go that hard. And then I will lather it like with my fingers, and then I rinse it out while I'm lathering it like you're washing your hair. And then literally in just seconds everything is gone, like perfectly clean, and then you just rinse off the soap bar, and it has been just magical. I wish I would have bought it sooner. I got this from Ulta for $16. I think this is like their technical travel size, but I did use a big chunk of it. But I cleaned all my brushes and sponges the other day, and it worked so well. So 12 out of 10 recommend. Next thing I really want to showcase is this foundation brush that I use. I need to clean this one too. So I just got this last week. It is the Morphe M406 brush. I love this brush because it's so good if you want to use like even a full coverage foundation, but you don't want to have it caked on. The bristles on here are so like thin and spread out that it's easy to take a little bit of foundation a long way. So I like to take a little bit, pump it on my hand, and then take this brush, dip it in the foundation, and then apply it all over my face. So it allows that foundation to really spread thin but still kind of be like, you know, full coverage. And for the foundation that I've just been obsessed with forever, but especially like since I've gotten it back, is the Dawe Forever Skin Glow. This is the most beautiful foundation. It's super full coverage, and it's super radiant, and it is 24-hour wear. It has sunscreen in it, super hydrating, SPF 35 is in it, but it is just so good. I love the way it looks on the skin. It makes you look super dewy. I have this shade 2CR, I think that's Cool Rose, and I just absolutely am obsessed with this foundation. So I had to talk about it. There are some other ones I've been using lately, but this is the one that I feel like is like a go-to summer. I also love the original matte one, but this is the one we got to talk about today. And even though I use this brush to like kind of get the foundation all over my face, I always like to go back in with a sponge just so you have that kind of airbrushed natural look, and it doesn't look streaky at all. And I picked up these brushes from Ulta the other day. They are from e.l.f. I believe. I'll have all this stuff linked down below. This is it not wet, and this is it wet, and I just love how the texture is on it. It just is kind of like this really soft texture. So I just quickly wanted to shout these sponges out because I just love the way that they feel on your skin. I quickly go over into concealer. This is a concealer I've been using for a hot minute, and then I stopped using it, and then I started using it again. It's the Shape Tape from Tarte. I also really love the e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer. It's super hydrating. They're very similar, very different price points, but this one's probably my all-time favorite just because I love how it looks on the skin. Maybe it's also the shade I got it in pretty light. Also the application that I use for this, like the way I put it on my face, I got this from TikTok, where you kind of just highlight the inner corner and then bring it directly under the eye and wing it out to kind of lift your face, rather than how normally I would just do like the triangle under the eyes. But this kind of does give your face a nice lift, so recommend that. I use this in the shade Fair Beige 12B. On top of that, the sponge, I love Sarai. Karen uses this sponge, and it was sold out online forever. I found it in stores. It is specifically for their camouflage concealers by e.l.f. This is from e.l.f. I think it was like $5, and it is softer than this other sponge. So they have two totally different textures. This one's a little bit more rough, but not rough, but you know, a little bit harder than this one. This is truly like the softest thing ever. It feels like shortcake. You know, like strawberry shortcake, like so soft, like you barely even can tell you're holding it. It's the softest thing ever. So definitely recommend this sponge just because it blends out so well. And normally I don't think about these kinds of things, but then she talked about it, so I got it, and I was like, you know what, she's right. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is kind of high end. I think it was like $50 or $52, but I bought it because it came with a Chanel box, and it is the Chanel Les Beige Chanel Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. So originally I saw Jaclyn Hill talk about this, then I saw Keaton Milburn, then I saw Lindsay Ray, who's like a little bit of a smaller YouTuber, still a lot bigger than me, but she talked about this. All three of them talked about how much they loved it, and you'll see as I apply it, it's so beautiful. It almost has like this light gold shimmer in it, but not enough, like it's not glitter, it just has like a glowy aspect. And it smells so good. Like all high-end products have this smell that smells expensive. Chanel especially, like in high school, one time I was so cool because I had Chanel foundation, and I thought I was the stuff, but this stuff smells good and it just applies so well. And along with that, we have a very opposite price point, is this e.l.f. brush. So this is the buffing foundation brush, and I like to just tap it in there and then do upward motions to apply this bronzing cream. It goes on so well. A little bit goes a long way. I'll do just a light dab in there, and I'll do a little bit at a time, so that way I'm not wasting any of this product because it is a little bit more expensive. Another brush I have to talk about, I've been wanting this for a long time, and I don't know why I didn't get it sooner. It's this Morphe M173 brush. So this is perfect for contouring your nose or any other places like that. So I just go on the sides of my nose with this after dipping into that bronzing cream, or even just a powder bronzer, and it's super easy to shape the nose. Next thing is an oldie but a goodie, and it is this Jaclyn Cosmetics blush in the shade Rosy. Be careful because this stuff is super pigmented, so a little goes a long way, as you will see. But I love this blush because it's like a true pink. It's so good for summer. It is like hot pink, but not like crazy hot pink on the skin. I definitely tone it down. I always, you'll see, like go back over it with a sponge or a brush to kind of flatten it out, or go back in with a little bit more bronzer to make sure it's nice and blended, because you don't want to look like a clown. If you're not wanting to go all out and buy that Chanel bronzer, the Hoola Benefit bronzer, or Hoola bronzer by Benefit, is also really good. I do go back in and in this video, in this look I'm doing, and set the cream contour bronzer with this powder bronzer. Definitely don't have to do that. I've noticed that Chanel cream is really good also with like BB creams. Like it just looks so natural on the skin, so you definitely don't have to set it if you want to do like an all creamy look. But I just did that today to kind of blend that blush in, because I went a little too hard in the blush. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, and I feel like I'm gonna sound like I'm copying what a lot of people like to say, but truly this next stuff is so good. I'm thinking about buying it again just in case like she decides to not sell it anymore because it was from her holiday collection, and that is this Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Powder in the shade Do Me. It is so beautiful. You will notice how it just kind of gives you this radiant glow, and in this video you'll notice also that I'm not using an actual setting powder. This is what I've been using to set my whole face, and so I truly just use this to set my concealer, my whole face, and it just gives you this light dew. Even if you are one of those people that doesn't like highlighter, if you don't want to look blinding like the product I have on now, if you just want like this subtle beautiful glow, I think this is perfect. I think it would be so pretty for like bridal makeup. Oh my goodness, absolutely. So yeah, 12 out of 10 recommend trying out. I keep saying 12 out of 10. This is like a million out of 10. This is probably one of my top 3 products that I'm going to talk about today, because I honestly have all of this pretty much left because a little goes a long way, but I might go ahead and buy another one. Weather got really bad and my dog is barking and chewing on something, so I stopped for a second. So if you hear noises, it's my dog or the weather. But the next product is this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This is definitely an investment. It's more expensive. If you can get a travel size first to see if you even like this stuff, then I would. But I really love this for the summer, especially because it does make your skin look really dewy. Then I also love just top line as this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I love the way it applies on the skin. I saw Jaclyn Cosmetics is coming out with like a dewy skin mist or dewy setting spray. I'm so excited for that. But yeah, so that's just like my go-to. Another thing I want to talk about is the Jaclyn Hill palette. Volume 2. So this came out earlier in the year, I believe back in like February, and I love this palette. So the reason I haven't used it as much, one, I left it in Columbus when I came back here in March to my home in Alabama. But another thing, it's like really, really bright, but I feel like for the summer, if you're gonna choose a summer to get crazy with your makeup, choose this summer, because odds are you're just in your house and you want to play with makeup. Sorry, I think my camera's a little crooked. Use this time to like figure out what colors you like, because you never know. Like normally I wouldn't go in with like an orangey look like I have on now, but I really do like the way it looks, and I think it's really pretty. So first you'll see I just go in with the shade Perfectionist. I just like the way this looks. It's kind of like a peachy orangey brown, but super light still. And I just use this to go all throughout the crease of my eye, and I just think it provides a nice base. And then after I do that, I also go in with this P. Louise base and just have it with my finger all over the lid of my eye, leaving that first Perfectionist shade still showing. I use this because the next shade that I use, any kind of shimmer, I would definitely recommend putting this P. Louise base or even any kind of concealer under it. So I haven't used this one too much. Again, I got this back in February when I went to DC, and I just have not played with makeup a whole bunch since then because I didn't have a whole lot. But I think this is really, really good to keep your shimmers lasting all day. I'm gonna go in with Ride or Diamonds, and you can honestly apply this with your finger if you wanted to, but I'm just using a flat brush, and I love this shade because it is just so glittery. It's literally glittery. It's so pretty, and I think it's kind of like the sheer glitter. It's not crazy thickly pigmented. It's still super shimmery pigmented, but not too thick. After that, I'm going to go in with the shade Thick Skin and put that on the outer crease. So this is definitely more of an orangey color, really like the top 3 in the top row. So it just has this beautiful summertime vibe. Eyeliner that I put on my waterline is this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean. The Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On waterproof eyeliner. I think it's waterproof. Just in the shade Perversion, the black shade. That's my favorite. I feel like that's the most waterproof, I guess, or it just stays on the longest. But this one is what I grabbed today, and I think it actually works really well, and it's super affordable. I always put a black liner or a deep colored liner on my top waterline because I feel like it makes just, if you wear top liner or mascara, it allows it to blend better. And then I'm also off camera going to apply the Kat Von D Trooper Black shade tattoo liner. Honestly, there has never been a liquid liner that I have found drugstore or high-end better than this one. I love the way it applies. I love the way it dries. I love the tip. I love everything about it. yeah, it's the best eyeliner ever. And also, I don't show this on camera, but I go in the shade Temptress. Down here is this black shade and buffed out on the bottom side of my eyes to kind of just create dimension a little bit more because I have all that black liner on the top. For the next two products, I talk about all the time on here, but I want to make sure you know. I love the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Base. It's so good. It just provides like this layer to your lashes that allows them to look a little bit thicker, a little bit longer, and just more voluminous. And it allows, if you let it sit for like 20 seconds and let it get a little bit tacky, then go in with your mascara. That's what I would recommend. Okay, I'm trying to find the mascara. You'll see it because I'm going to show you how I apply it. But the mascara I use is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. It's amazing. My friend Elena recommended it. It's super thin, and so you think like, oh, that's not going to be great. It is amazing, especially if you're wanting length for your lashes. And I feel like if you apply that base that adds volume and then go in with this mascara that adds length, it's just like the perfect combination. And y'all know I love higher end products, but these are the most affordable, just beautiful mascaras. I do love my higher end mascaras, don't get me wrong, but this has been just my go-to every single day for months. So definitely recommend this combo. And then at the end, when your lashes are all dry, like wait until you're finished with your makeup, go back in one last time and curl your lashes again, and you'll see like this amazing difference. Camera is dying, so I want to finish this up. My lip liner that I love, I've loved forever, is the MAC lip liner in Whirl. I know that there are several different looks, several different lipsticks that I love that may not perfectly match this, but this is the best like naturally looking pink nude color for my lips. I love this with Jaclyn Cosmetics Coco K or her Creme Brulee lipstick, just any lipstick. It's so pretty with. But the lipstick today that I'm going to be using is, let me find it. It is by Get Glammed Beauty. I love this beauty brand. It's a smaller beauty brand, up and coming. I talk about their lashes all the time. They're so beautiful. This is in the shade Hot Girl. It is the color I have on now. It's so pretty. It is like this mauve deep nude pinky color, but not too pink. It's just like beautiful. I love this color. It's like a deep nude, and I think you should go check out their lashes too because they're amazing. I'm not wearing them now, but go check out their website. They have so many good products. After that, I like to go in Maybelline's Baddest Beige, put a little bit of that in the center, and then go over it with a gloss. And I'm using this Laura Mercier Bare Baby gloss. I just think it's not sticky, and I love the way it applies. I do want to actually get into the highlight that I'm wearing. You probably know it is the Flash palette from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I'm just going in with the shade Gleam. It is blinding, as you will see. So blinding. The littlest bit goes the longest way. I tend to go towards Gleam and Ice, the top two shades the most. Gleam is like white toned. Ice is like this pinky peachy toned. You won't need any other highlight on top of that. If you do, I like her other highlighter in the shade Extra, the loose highlighter. They're all so good, but that's how I use them. Also, I do want to call out, I think I put the lipstick on after I did the highlight, so I did that a little bit out of order, but they're just all so good. My camera's gonna die any second now, but those are just products I have been loving lately. I'm obsessed with each of those products that I talked about. I think they're all perfect for summer, perfect for all year really, but especially summer, because we did dip into some colors with the palette and stuff, and it's super, all these products are kind of like dewy, illuminating products, if that makes sense. So let me know if you plan on checking any of these out. I love it when people message me on Instagram and tell me, I tried this out, I loved what you were talking about, and I tried it and I love it, and I was like, ah! Every time somebody does that, it just makes my day. But yeah, I definitely recommend all of these things, and I hope you enjoy checking them out as well. So yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Let me know if you want to see more makeup videos. My hair part looks horrid right now. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Let me know what you want to see next, and thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye! Mwah.